Everybody come on in. I'm on here a little earlier today, which is good. I do need to set a time where I'm going to come on the live just in case. There's been a couple of people who come on here and they have been watching, coming on here every now and again. I have been going live, I think, since September 2nd or maybe September 3rd or something like that. And I'm going to keep going strong because I was in a conference and one of the guys that was talking about success, um, the lady who put on the conference, actually, he was in her class and she told them in order to, get your, I can't say verbatim she said this, but basically she told him to go live every day. And he's like, go live every day. Okay. So he decided to do that. And I believe it just really helped him a lot in a lot of different areas. And he would say there sometimes there won't be people on there. Sometimes he'd be on there by himself. And I remember he was saying something about his grandmother was on there one time. And he's like, Grandma, you on here. And she stopped coming on. And then he called her up like, Grandma, I need you on here. So, yeah. I'm trying to be faithful, making sure people come on in. I want to encourage you all as I'm encouraging myself on this parenting channel. I also have another channel, Date with the Plate Live. And the first couple of days when I was going live on that channel, like, people were subscribing. I ended up getting subscribers, but it's been kind of slow here lately. So I'm going to have to be cranking out more videos and doing the lives as well so that I can kind of keep that momentum. But you guys have been amazing on this channel. Nobody's on here just yet, but come on in, come on in. And then we'll get some people on here and I'll kind of talk about what I want to talk about. Because today, y'all, today, so I kind of lost my patience again today, but I kind of grabbed it back because I told myself when I had lost my patience the other day and the day before and then the day before that, yeah, I did better today. But today, y'all, I almost passed out in class, so I got to tell y'all. So somebody got to come on here so I can tell y'all what happened to me today. But today we're going to be talking about, I'm going to encourage the parents, um, fueling your fitness. We got to fuel our fitness, parents, because we running after these kids. Now, I have grown kids, but I do have grandkids, so I got to run after them. But Lord, I almost passed out in class, and we got to get some more people on here so I can tell y'all. But I'm encouraging parents too, if you are not up exercising, hey, how are you? If you are not up exercising and doing the things you need to do to get fit, y'all, we got to get fit. I work in an office, so I don't get around, and like some of the other people, they go and walking. I'm gonna start doing that because y'all almost died in that class. I was like, where's the ambulance? I need the ambulance, please. The stretcher. Is there a doctor in the house? Hey, how are you, Jazz Emerald? How are you? So I got a scripture that I'm gonna say, two of them actually. One is First Timothy 4:8, because I'm encouraging all of us to get out and get fit and do whatever you got to do. First Timothy 4:8 says, "For physical training is some value, but godliness has value for all things, holding promise for both the present life and the life to come." So I'm just taking the top of that says physical training has value. And yes, we're training spiritually. We are doing all of that, but um, physical training is necessary. It's absolutely necessary. We got to get up. We got to get out, because a lot of times we feel sluggish and we're like, oh, I'm tired. I'm tired. But if we start exercising, like for some reason, after this bungee, took a bungee jumping class, a bungee class. If you guys know what that is, you get on these, they have these things on the ceiling and then the bungees come down. Hey, how are you? The bungees come down and then they put you, I think it's called a harness, but it's a harness from your belly to like your thighs, and they hook you up to this bungee. So I'm in this bungee class, and let me just tell on myself. I work from home and I work in an office. So I'm sitting most of the day. I have a standing desk, but I'll stand sometimes. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I don't get a lot of exercise like that. I have a walking pad at home and I may walk on it every now and again. I used to work out and things like that, but I'm getting back into it because after today, after I almost died in that class, ain't no way I'm about to stay like this. Because I'm usually, I do Zumba and all that stuff and I can keep up. But the bungee somehow, like, that up and down and falling on the ground, and I was doing this, and you had to fall back, and then you're flying in the air, which I love because I've skydived, I've zip lined, I've flown planes, I do all that kind of stuff. I am very, hook me up to something and throw me off the cliff. That's the kind of person I am. So, with that, and I'm in front of somebody's house. I just got out of gym. They looking at me like, why are you in front of my house? Sorry. Anyway, but with that, if y'all take the bungee class, it's a bungee exercise class. It is very fun. But the lady asked me, have I had anything to eat and have I had anything to drink? And so I haven't had anything to eat today, but I had like a cup of water this morning, and then I had a few sips of my water today in class, but I felt dizzy, and I felt like I was just like gonna pass out. And so Bruno Mars, the Habitat, whatever song was on. So we were doing that, and then she told me to. Well, she didn't tell me. I decided to sit out for maybe a few minutes of the song, and then my brain was like, "No, I'm not going out like this. I'm going to finish it out." So what I did was I went back and I didn't put back on the whole bungee thing. I still had the apparatus on, but I decided to do the dancing. And the dancing in the bungee class is almost kind of like Zumba, so I could keep up with that. We were doing salsa and all that. That did not have me shook. It was on that bouncy bungee thing. And so she gave me some tips, and she said the next time that I come in, I need to make sure that I'm hydrated, make sure I don't eat anything for an hour or two before the class. But you know what? I will not be defeated. I love Zumba. I love to dance, all of that. So I'm going to go back and do the bungee thing. But I wanted to get on here and encourage all the parents to make sure that you're getting out and about and exercising, because it actually helps improve your mood. Since I've gotten out of that class, like, usually I'm pretty sluggish around this time and I'm ready to just go to bed. I'm hyped. I feel like I can run around and do my errands. I got a lot of energy for some reason after being in that class. But another scripture that I want to give you guys real quick is 1 Corinthians 10:31. It says, where whatever you eat or drink or whatever you do it for the glory of God. And that's what I'm going to do for now on. I'm going to go to these classes. I'm going to do my walks. I'm going to get on my walking pad and all of that. And I'm going to do it for the glory of God, because I need to be up moving and I need to be alert. This gave me a burst of energy. Exercising, I need to get back in it. So I'm encouraging you parents to do that too, because sometimes when you feel a little beat down, you feel sluggish, you feel like you can't really do anything. If you go do some walking or a couple of exercises, I don't know, there's something that maybe dopamine, or it's a hit of dopamine or something, and it's going to help you, because I got a lot of energy after this class. I thought I was going to be tired and wanting to go. I don't even want to go home and lay down. This was great. So if y'all ever get a chance to take the bungee, I think it's called the bungee workout, and they fly across the room, they be jumping and all, go ahead and take it. But make sure you hydrate all day long. Don't eat for an hour or two before you go to the class, and then just make sure that you've been kind of like moving so you can get the moves and stuff down. But it was so fun, y'all. Yep, I almost passed out, but it was fun. So, all right, I wanted to get on here and encourage you guys before I went home. If you hadn't had dinner with your family, go and eat with your family around the table, talk about your day, encourage each other, pray tonight together. And I hope you all have an amazing evening, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day tomorrow at work or school or whatever. So I see you guys. I love you guys. I'm praying for you all. It's Regina Long with Not So Perfect Parenting.